Hey everyone, Alex coming here with another video. Today's going to be another video in response to the recent drama between Lewis Duran and Nerfman. However, this video isn't really going to be in direction towards Lewis Duran. If you haven't already guessed, this video is going to be a rant on Goji Franklin. So, let's begin. So I wanted to go into the history between Goji Franklin and I, and frankly, I have known Goji Franklin for around 3 years as of this month. And Goji Franklin I first met on Google Plus, I believe, along with Methyl Kaiju, and we used to post Godzilla vs. Ultraman debates within this community. It was a really fun community in its heyday, in its prime, when people were posting every so often and every week and such. And honestly, Goji Franklin and I had lots of great debates about Ultraman and Space Godzilla and such, and Ultraman Zero, and it was just overall a lot of fun, because what I really liked about debating with Goji Franklin is that, honestly, he was a really kind person at that time. He didn't get angry, he didn't flip out, and he didn't attack anyone for having a different opinion from him like people do today. Instead, at that time, he was very considerate. He would state his own reason why he may agree or disagree, and that was just pretty much it. You know, that's what made it really nice to debate with Goji Franklin, along with Methyl Kaiju as well, because we were honestly really just kind of understanding people when it came to our reasons and our disagreements and such, and we didn't take it that far. But over the course of time, after 2014 ended, Goji Franklin honestly got a lot more aggressive. I think the first instance of trouble that happened between Goji Franklin and I started in 2015. 2015 was honestly a really odd year, and I don't want to go too much about what happened on Google Plus because that deserves a whole nother video on its own. But around this time, with the release of Jurassic World, so many Godzilla fans were hyping over Goji Franklin, and then there was some drama between Goji Franklin and Space Wing. The thing is about Space Wing is that within 2015, he had drama with a lot of people. He had drama with Goji Franklin, Cat Moth, and Kaiju 621. And even I had drama with Cat Moth, honestly. So when you really look at this was just a really huge conflict. So a while back, Goji Franklin made this post within 2015 about how he compared Space Godzilla to Madara Uchiha, a character from Naruto, and I posted my comment. It's not there anymore because the comments have been disabled, so I can't really give the actual proof that I commented on it. But what I recall commenting was something like, I honestly disagree because Space Godzilla is very slow, whereas Madara in this GIF is extremely fast, and I just don't really see the comparison. And right at that moment, Goji Franklin just blocked me for absolutely no reason for apparently disagreeing with him, when here I thought in 2014 that Goji Franklin was the kind of person that you would disagree with, but he would always have a good reason to back up why he would state something, or just overall respect your opinion, unlike right here where Goji Franklin blocked me and such. And then right here, I made a post about how I was just so confused at how this happened because I honestly wasn't expecting it. And then Lewis Duran, of course, he attacked me in this, and this was one of the first instances where I saw that Lewis Duran as a person has slowly started to turn against me as an individual. I would like to say that after this incident, Lewis Duran kind of befriended me a bit more after this whole thing was cleared up, but it was at that moment that I kind of saw the aggression in Lewis Duran right there. It's kind of amazing that I kind of detected it all the way back in 2015, literally 2 years before any of this drama really just escalated. I saw it kind of coming in terms of Lewis Duran. So when it came down to Goji Franklin, he didn't block me temporarily just to comment on this post, and honestly, I'm gonna have some comments right here that he put, but this long, ludicrous comment is just really just, it's the longest thing I've ever gotten in terms of an insult. If you guys thought that Lewis's girlfriend was pretty bad, I mean, she's really bad too in terms of insulting people, but Goji Franklin in 2015 was honestly on a riot in terms of really despising me. I mean, he said this was like a description to me, and if you look at my responses, I obviously tried to remain calm. I didn't attack Goji Franklin, I didn't insult him and his family. I just, I was just like, whatever, honestly. And then he put F you for absolutely no reason. I mean, honestly, I don't know what happened to Goji Franklin. I thought he was a nice person back in 2014. We used to have lots of discussions and even a few hangouts here and there. So pretty much right after that incident, a few months later, Goji Franklin did finally unblock me, and I believe, I'm not too sure, but I believe around this time, Lewis Duran started to invite me in his inner circle, and I used to be in hangouts with Godzilla and Goji Franklin. I think one time in a hangout, Goji Franklin actually fell asleep, which honestly, Godzilla, Lewis Duran, and I, we were all laughing about because it was just hilarious in terms of how Goji Franklin just fell asleep in the middle of a hangout call late at night. But I feel like after those few months in 2015, that's honestly where it all came to a close in terms of Goji Franklin's and I relationship. And overall, I mean, I've tried to always support Goji Franklin. You know, I put positive feedback in his comment section, and I even made some posts on Google Plus promoting his channel. Like, you should go subscribe to Goji Franklin because, again, I thought he was a really nice guy. I thought he was really cool. You know, he liked Godzilla, he liked Ultraman. At the time, it was relatively popular in the community. I just thought that Goji Franklin was a really admirable person overall. But then Goji Franklin most likely didn't view me in that way. And that's why I figured that now is the time to actually say something about Goji Franklin. So, just to talk about some more recent events that have happened, late 2015 onward to 2017, Goji Franklin has obviously been a huge nuisance to a lot of Godzilla fans, including me as well. Real quick, I wanted to get something from Super Mariozilla. I mentioned in my last video, and Super Mariozilla was a person that was a part of Nerfman's video. Louis Duran at the end of his video stated that he didn't want Super Mariozilla to talk to him. I mean, honestly, here's what I gotta say. Just a quick little message to Louis Duran. I think that you should just completely disregard what he just said and just look to Super Mariozilla. Think about how you have been friends with him for years, and then he does one thing to kind of call you out on something. He's not even insulting or attacking you, and then you instantly disregard him as a friend, as he did with everyone else. And I feel like that's exactly what Goji Franklin did to me when it came to late 2015 and early 2016, because we honestly had very rarely had contact with him. Maybe like a few messages on Hangouts in terms of Lewis's live stream where he was doing some questions, but outside of that, that's honestly where the connection really just broke. So recently, I followed Goji Franklin on Instagram, and honestly, of course I got blocked. I mean, all I did was just like a few posts that he had and commented some positive things, and he blocked me just a day later. I honestly have no idea why, and to take some notes from Super Mariozilla, Super Mariozilla also was blocked from Goji Franklin on Instagram for absolutely no reason. I mean, honestly, I don't know why Goji Franklin blocked Super Mariozilla and probably some other people that were involved in this whole controversy. I just think that Goji Franklin overall as a person is really aggressive and is really just, he's not nice, you know, he's overall just a very mean person at the heart. And I wish he was different, because in 2014, I viewed him as a completely different person than what I did today. And I think that Goji Franklin should try to be a bit more considerate towards people who actually like him and such, instead of just attacking them and such. The last contact that I really truly had with Goji Franklin was, I believe, in a live stream on Instagram that Godzilla was doing, and I believe Goji Franklin was a part of it. But otherwise, that's really all there has been to it, you know, honestly, in terms of Goji Franklin and I. Some other things I just wanted to state is that Goji Franklin was in the Louis Duran video. And just to call out Goji Franklin in this video, I just felt like Goji Franklin was honestly just really pathetic in that video, because he talked about... See, this is the thing about Goji Franklin's argument. He's against Godzilla 621, which is understandable, because anytime you're going to be a friend of Louis Duran, you're going to be against Godzilla 621 and support him. But in the video, Goji Franklin states that he liked Mushino and that it was a very good fan film.
Like, sure, the movie's good and it turned out great, right? Did it not turn out great? Yeah, I believe it turned out great, alright? It doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, everybody goes home happy.
So, I don't really understand Goji Franklin's argument in this. How can he oppose Godzilla 611? How can he be against him if he admires his fan film and his videos? Honestly, that's pretty hypocritical, because Goji Franklin likes Godzilla 621 and he likes his films, yet here he is talking about him along with Nerfman. And then Goji Franklin also says, who do you think you are in this incident? But Goji Franklin, honestly, I just don't understand his argument, because it's so hypocritical, because he even explicitly states again that he likes Mushino. And then at one point, at many points in the video, Goji Franklin tries to be funny, and I'm just gonna re-show some of these clips right here, in case you don't already see them.
Now that's a lot of fish of my boy Louis Duran. Daddy to your girlfriend, if you have one. That's funny.
So yeah, and then outside of that, Goji Franklin, close to the end of the video, he says that you need to grow the F up, you know, and he just uses so much profanity.
And like, I'm gonna say it again, who do you think you are? Grow up. Grow the fuck up. It doesn't, like, there's no point to it. It's childish. Quit with the childish shit, bro.
And honestly, that's the thing about Goji Franklin. He uses profanity excessively. If you haven't already seen from the snapshots that I've showed, Goji Franklin is honestly a really aggressive person. And he talks about how Nerfman looks unprofessional. When I look at Nerfman's video, a lot of the people in the video are calm, they state what they have to say, and they're overall very calm, mature, and professional about it. When I look at Goji Franklin over here, he's shouting out stuff, he's doing a bunch of hand movements, and he's overall just using a lot of profanity, like some sort of immature, angered child that can't get their way. And that's honestly how I viewed Goji Franklin in the video. I didn't view him as a very good argument, as a person that could present a strong argument. As a matter of fact, I feel like Goji Franklin presented a very weak argument. To also talk about Goji Franklin has honestly had a vendetta against Kaidzilla621. In one of his videos in terms of G-Fest with GojiFan 1993, there's actually a part of the video where Goji Franklin says that he wants to stab Kaidzilla621.
Hell well, he can go show.
He deserves to be stabbed.
Calm down.
Let me get this straight. So Goji Franklin has the right to hate people like Super Mario Zilla, me, and Kaidzilla621. Now, what all three of us have done is call out Louis Duran, state what he has done wrong, but all three of us have never attacked Louis Duran, we haven't insulted him or Goji Franklin, and we're just trying to present a point. But here you have Goji Franklin. He hates on people, he's been doing this since 2015, he verbally attacks them in terms of videos, and he even threatens their lives. So when you really look at this, Goji Franklin has no right to be talking, because honestly, his arguments are weak, he resorts to insult, and he resorts to threats. Goji Franklin is a very incompetent person in terms of trying to get a strong argument out, and that's why I can't take him seriously as an individual. So yeah, that's honestly all I want to say about Goji Franklin. If Goji Franklin even watches this video, which I doubt he ever will watch this video, I just want to say that what happened, Goji Franklin? You used to be such a nice person. I honestly used to look up to you, but now I look down upon you because I realize how inferior you are of a person when it comes to speaking and attacking others in such a low manner. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, and share, and subscribe, and I'll be seeing you guys next video. Bye.
I like good pussy and I like good trees. Smoke so much weed you wouldn't believe. And I get more ass than a toilet seat. 3 to the 1, from the 1 to the 3. I met a bad bitch last night in the D. Let me tell you how I made her leave with me. Conversation and Hennessy. I've been to the motherfucking mountaintop. Heard motherfuckers talk, seen them drop. If I ain't got a weapon, I'ma pick up a rock. And when I bust your ass, I'm gonna continue to rock. Get your ass on the wall.